So here I'm going to be showing you how to replace the screen on a Lenovo Thinkpad T430. As you can see here, here's what the damage on the screen is. You've got a crack going from the top left corner all the way to the bottom right corner. If I shake the screen a little bit, you can see the damage. Anyway, just I closed the lid one time, and when I opened it up the next time, it had this huge crack. So anyway, we're going to be showing you how to replace this screen. Okay, so the first step is to shut it down and take out the battery. Just going to go ahead and do that. Alright, once that's taken care of, you can take this plastic covering off. Just put your nail in there. And now we have 4 small Phillips screws, and I'm going to be using one of these tools. It's a very small, can't get in focus, a very small Phillips head screwdriver. Just going to remove all these screws. Alright, so those are the 4 screws here and here. Remove those and gently lower the screen. And now here, there is some tape which we have to remove. And I'm just going to slowly take. Okay, so taking the tape off slowly, and you just kind of pull it back. So the tape kind of slides back into the screen. So if this device kind of comes right at the screen, you're looking from this angle. So now the screen is completely detached, the old screen. You can put that to the side and open up the new screen. Alright, so here's the new screen from laptopscreens.com. It has a protective film, but I'll be taking that off after. So now just very simply, here is the new socket on the new screen right there in the gold on the bottom, and you're just going to put the tape back on that, slide the socket into that, and then put the tape back on it. So it is a bit finicky, but once you get just the right angle on it, it just slides into place. Make sure that's tight, and reapply the tape there. Make sure, and it's going to look something like that. Yeah, it's got a few of my fingerprints on it, but that should be okay. Alright, now to raise the screen up here, and slowly take the covering off from this corner down here. You got a little white tab. Just gonna pull on that, hold the screen, and it's just gonna come off. Alright, now just to screw the 4 screws back in place. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, I just put the screen down because it's easier to get the screws on there without them falling off. And I'm just going to do a quick retightening of them. Not too much, obviously, just to make sure they're well in place. And now for the final step, we are going to snap the screen, the protective plastic bezel around the screen. Alrighty, it goes back in place. Go around the edges, make sure everything is tight, snapped into place. Down here as well. The corners, and just about everywhere. Alright, now everything's back in place. Just gonna boot the computer, put the battery back in, and see that everything turns on. Yep, there we have it. Yeah, colors seem to be working just fine. Anything you might see off on the screen is probably just because of the angle of the phone, but everything else seems to be working great. So that's it for this tutorial. Hope you found it informative.